tonight, as you set up your space, we are going to do some work on the wall. You're going to have your feet on the wall, and then you're also going to do some stretching on the wall and an option to end class at the wall. It can have a door on it, that's fine. You can have a smooth wall, but if you need to make any quick adjustments right now because of that, you can. All right, looks like we're good. And then, let's see. You also want to block and then a strap for tonight's class. So we're going to work on balance and also a little bit on vulnerability, which I think comes hand in hand with balance. You are so vulnerable, especially when you're upside down. It's not a place that we spend a lot of time. And so I invite you to tonight throw away any preconceived notions you have about inversions or getting upside down, and just let it be a little bit more playful and exploratory. All right, we're going to start in Supta Baddha Konasana, which is soles of the feet together, and Supta means supine. So you're going to lay down on your back, let your knees open out wide, and press the soles of your feet towards each other. Now, I have learned from my recent PT session that my hips just like want to open this way. So this feels very comfortable for me. It might be leading to some of the stress on the outside of my knee. But if this does not feel good for you to start, then grab some pillows, or you could grab, if you have 2 blocks and place them underneath your knees for some support. If it feels good, you can take the heels of your hands, press them right at the top of your femur to lengthen your spine, and then let your spine rest down. Palms can either open out to the side, or if getting into your breath work is a little bit easier when you can feel your breath under your hands, then try moving your hands one onto either the bottom of your rib cage or heart, and then one over your belly. As you settle yourself down here on the mat, pulling in any props that are necessary to allow you to relax. Let your eyes begin to settle as well. Feel the gentle pressure of both of the pads of your feet pressing into each other. Start to feel your spine relaxing and melting down into the mat. Notice the back of your head, the weight of that head no longer being carried on top of your spine, but instead that weight gently pressing down into your mat below you. Feel both of your shoulder heads release away from your heart so that your heart can become a little bit more open here. With your eyes closed off, move your awareness into the sensation of your breath. Maybe any smells in the air. Into the deepness and fullness of which your breath naturally is coming into tonight's class. And notice too if there's any restrictions or roughness along the way of your path in through your nostrils down to the lungs and back out. This is a high pollen time of year, so there might be some little friction from seasonal allergies or some remnants of the daycare cold that just never ends. Just notice what you're coming in with, and then begin to deepen your breath, pulling it down. And if you have a palm over your navel, pulling it down right to the space behind that lower palm. You are breathing in and out through your mouth. Gently let your lips come to seal. And now begin to listen for the sound of your breath as well. So we have smell, we have touch or sensation of the breath. And now let's see if we can tune into the audible sound of our breath. To make your breath loud, it usually means that you're drawing the breath in deeper and creating a slight constriction in your throat. So it's not so much of a passive breath, but you actually have to pull the breath and then push the breath through that area of constriction. And as we practice our breath and really tune into just the act of breathing, you'll notice that the rest of your body has also started to relax and deepen down into the mat. Slowly lift your hands up and place both hands on the head of your shoulders, right below the collarbone, and a little bit out to the side. Imagine if your hands could be a little bit heavier, like sandbags, keeping your shoulders grounded down. And as your breath increases in volume and your inhale deepens, start to feel that space around your heart opening. And then slowly your sternum coming back down on your exhale. So 2 weeks ago, we worked on heart openers. And I think that heart opening and vulnerability also go hand in hand. You're vulnerable when you allow yourself to lead or expose your feelings or your heart. And so, how can you play with that tonight as we move through all of these postures? How can you allow some vulnerability into your practice? And then practice vulnerability in your life. If it feels good, maybe move both palms now over the space of your heart and take a last 3 deep breaths here. When you finish your 3rd breath, slowly close your knees with the outside of your hands. Gently roll over onto one side. Try to stay as small and as close to the ground as you can as you push yourself up enough to get your knees underneath you. Imagine yourself starting small as though you were a seed in embryo pose. So knees underneath you, lower your chest down, and then lower your forehead down to the mat. Draw your hands back beside your feet, letting your palms open up towards the ceiling. And feel your shoulders shrug forward. Now the space of your heart is very protected. So in a seed, right, there's an outer layer, a hardened shell. So feel your shoulders coming around, your knees coming up, wrapping around the space of your heart. Feel the protection. Allow your body to be that capsule. Notice how breathing now, especially in and out through your nose, feels very constricted and very tight. The only space is up through your lungs, out your back, which isn't a space that allows for a lot of movement and opening. With your hands, slowly find your heels. Wrap your fingertips in, thumbs to the outside, so your fingertips come about to the arch. And then see if you can draw your forehead closer to your knee. Start to roll onto the crown of your head. Begin to lift your hips up, still grabbing hold of your feet. As you lift your hips up, feel your upper back expand. Arms start to pull. So this is called rabbit pose. It's a hot yoga posture. Breathe in, feel your shoulder blades pulling apart. You want to keep the weight not too heavy in the head. There's a lot of weight still in the knees. Keep pulling your hips up. Grip your heels. Exhale, come down. Back into embryo. Let your palms open up towards the ceiling. Shoulders rolling forward. Take another couple breaths here. Letting your body release. We'll roll into rabbit pose one more time. So palms come to the bottom of your feet over your arches. Thumbs over the outside edge of your foot. And fingers in towards the arch of your foot. Start to roll onto the crown of your head. Begin to lift your hips up. Pull your arms long. Feel your scapulas pull away from your spine. Take a deep breath in, feeling a little bit more space now around your heart. Exhale. Like you're a seed that's beginning to crack. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, lower down. Draw your hands forward, press your hands under your shoulders, and gently pull up into all fours. Walking your knees a little bit farther back. Find just some gentle swaying side to side. And then a little bit of Chakravakasana, cat-cow. Inhale up. Make it like a wave. Roll, gaze down, navel in. Let your shoulders pull up. Gaze draws through your arms and up towards the ceiling. Exhale, ripple the spine, lifting the thoracic spine up towards the ceiling and dropping your tailbone down. One more time, ride that wave like a roller coaster. Inhale and exhale. Then find a neutral spine. Start to add some core work, some stabilization. Press down through your left hand and your right foot, or right shin and top of the right foot rather. And then you'll begin to lift the right arm up. Thumb up towards the ceiling, pinky drawing in, and then extend the left arm back. Finding stillness here, spread your left toes and press your left toes back behind you as though you could touch that wall. Reach your fingertips forward. Keep your gaze slow and steady down at the mat. Draw your navel up and in. See if you can press your upper back a little bit more up towards the ceiling. If your back leg started to drop, use your hamstring, bring it up. Notice if there's any compression or irritation at your low back. Means you're probably not using your core enough to hold you in, and instead you're swaying in your back to get that leg higher. Try and bring that leg back down a little bit, just parallel to the ground. Spine is long. Take another inhale. And then exhale, slowly bring that. Oh, there we go. I don't know, glitchy. You'll bring your left arm slowly up. Press your left foot down and extend your right leg back. Again, slow movement to the full extension, reaching from fingertips on the Again, notice if there's any irritation in your low back. Do your best to keep your core wrapping around the front to hold you up. Press your upper back up towards the ceiling. Keep pressing your right palm down. Find a steadiness in your breath and a strength in your body. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, slowly lower down. Moving back to the first side, extend your right arm up, left leg back. Bend the left leg this time, keeping your gaze down. See if you can reach the right hand back and tap your foot. Inhale forward. Lengthen both. Exhale, reach back, tap your foot. Now, if you can't tap your foot, then you're gonna wanna pull a strap in. We're gonna do this one more time. Inhale, exhale, reach back, tap. Now, if you can't reach it, you want to come down, grab a strap, lasso that foot, and then bring it over to the right hand. Slowly come back up, and then we're gonna hold foot to hand. So if you can get a hold of your foot, no need for the strap. But if you do need the strap, then you'll need to bring that knee down and lasso your foot before you extend up. If you have hold of that left foot, start to kick your foot into your hand so it opens up your right shoulder. Pulling the right side of your heart more open. Take a breath in and out. See if you can keep that left quad, the top of your left leg, parallel with the ground. Spread your left toes one more time. Kick, foot into hand, and then slowly release, extend, and come back down. Left arm lifts, right leg extends back. Find your balance, engage your core, bend the right knee. Left leg comes back, tap. Ooh, hard to find it sometimes and you can't use your vision. Inhale, extend. Exhale, tap. Make sure that your right fingers, your base is spread. One more time, extend. And reach back, tap. Now if you need to, bring the right foot down, lasso around your ankle. Bring it over to the left side. Capture both sides of the strap with your left hand. Bring it up. Otherwise, grab hold of that right foot with your left hand and hold. Start to lift that leg up and kick your foot back into your hand. So you pull the left shoulder head back slightly now, lifting the top of the left side of your heart. Feel all of those little ribs around the top start to get a little bit more room. Up into that left collarbone. One more time, inhale. And then exhale, slowly release, extend, and come back down. Extend your left and then your right foot. Finding plank position, rock forward so that your hands are over your shoulders, heels over your toes. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale, lower all the way down to the floor. All right, a little shoulder exercise here. You're gonna find your strap. Again, your strap can be a belt, it can be a scarf. It does not have to be a yoga strap. You're gonna bring it out in front of you and grab hold of the strap like so. We're gonna start with shoulder width distance apart, and then if you need to, you can slip your hands out a little bit. Extend your arms out in front of you, and you want your arms to be running parallel like train tracks. Grip hold of your strap, and then bring your forehead down to the mat. Your forehead is touching. Start to extend your arms forward. Press your legs long. You'll feel your hips and your glutes start to turn on and anchor the middle of your body down. Then with strong arms, see if you could pull the strap over to the side like you're trying to rip it in two, and then lift your arms up any amount. Stretch from your fingers to your toes long, and then imagine that you could rip that strap in two. Feel the engagement around your shoulders. Keep your forehead resting down. Maybe you can lift the strap a little bit higher. Maybe it barely comes off the ground. Does not matter. Keep your shoulders active and engaged. Feel even that area around your armpits work. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, bring your hands down. Move one ear to the mat. Relax. Let your belly melt. Let your shoulders melt. Let your heels slightly turn out. Feel the disintegration and disintegration of your body into the mat. And we'll start to build it back up again. Bring your gaze back down. Pull your heels up towards the ceiling. So, rocking them back in, legs heavy on the ground. Press your hips down. Reach your arms forward. Now, if you need to, you can always do a little bit wider grip on your strap. Start to stretch your fingers forward, knuckles forward, and then pull the strap apart. Core is engaged. How high can you bring your arms up? Meaning that you could take that strap and rip it in two. Breathe in. Breathe out. Reach your toes longer. Pull your arms more away. Notice how that changes the rotation around your shoulders. You feel your shoulder blades start to draw down as you're reaching forward. Pull them apart a little bit more. Take another breath in. Exhale, let everything come down. Bring your opposite ear to the mat. Melt the side of your cheek into the mat. Melt heels down. Feel the weight of your elbows drop. Notice your breath. Feel your heart pounding against the mat. Release the grip of the strap. Gently move it off to the side. Slowly bend your elbows, pulling your arms in, planting your hands under your shoulders, and then bring your chin in to midline. Tuck your toes. You can keep your knees down or activate your legs, kneecaps lift, press up, plank pose. Plank pose, plank pose. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, push back. Come into downward facing dog, maybe walking those toes in just a little bit. Spread your palms. Press your hands into the mat. Feel how much more open this down dog is in your upper body. Relax your neck down. Take a breath into that spot that we pulled and yanked on in rabbit pose. Right in the middle of your upper back. Breathe in there. Exhale, can you relax your heels down and let the weight of your head hang so that your neck is gently pulling and lengthening your spine now instead of compressing it. Take another deep breath in here. Exhale everything out. The bottom of your exhale, slowly walk yourself to the front of your mat into a gentle Uttanasana forward fold. Bend your knees generously so that you can rest your ribs down. Grab opposite elbow so you have a little extra weight. And then again, let the length and the weight of your head pull your spine long. Relax your hands down. Inhale, lift up halfway, press into your shins, like your arms are little kickbacks holding up the awning of your torso. Exhale, fold, bend your knees. Press down actively through your feet, especially through your heels. And inhale, press yourself all the way up to standing. Reach your arms up, lift your gaze. Exhale, draw your hands down, let your thumbs rest on your heart. Lift your chin slightly, draw your shoulder heads back. What does it feel like to stand strong and lead with your heart? To be vulnerable here on the mat. Drop your arms, inhale, swing them up high. Exhale, all the way down, fold. Fingertips graze the ground and then inhale, pull them up your shins. Ardha Uttanasana, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold, plant your hand, step your left foot back, long lunge, and then lower your left knee down. Press the top of that foot down. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Exhale, hold. Draw your right knee forward. Lift your gaze. Inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, tuck your back toes, and step your right feet back. Inhale here in plank. Exhale, lower all the way down. Press the tops of your feet down. Inhale, cobra pose. Lift your gaze, lift your chin, pull your chest through your arms. Exhale, lower, tuck your toes, press up. Inhale, plank. Exhale, back. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, come forward and plant your left foot by your left hand. Lower your right knee down, press the top of that foot down. Inhale, pull your arms up. Anjaneyasana. Exhale, feel the weight go down and forward in your lunge. Inhale, lift your gaze. Maybe trace your fingertips a little bit farther back. Exhale, hands come down. Tuck your toes, step forward. Uttanasana, forward fold, hang. Inhale, hands up your shin. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Finding a deeper compression. Then inhale, pull yourself up by pressing through your feet, hands all the way up, Urdhvasana. Exhale, hands to heart center. Stand firm, feel your feet planted down, draw your shoulders back. Think about that shape of the seed, the embryo pose, and see here if you can do the opposite. Oh, two little bunnies walking down the alley. Yeah, grow. Inhale, arms up, and exhale, fold. Again, pull your hands up your shins, halfway lift. Exhale, fold hands down, right foot steps back in a lunge, lower the right knee down. Press the top of that foot down. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, set your lunge, draw your left knee more forward. Open your heart. Inhale, maybe draw your fingertips farther back, keeping your core engaged, and then exhale, hands down. Tuck your right toes, step your left foot back. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, lower all the way down. See if you can graze the side body with your elbows. Press the tops of your feet down. Inhale, Bhujangasana, Cobra Pose. Keep your hips heavy and grounded. Keep your legs strong, heels drawing in as you pull your heart through. And exhale, lower. Tuck your toes. Inhale, press up, plank, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts on your inhale. Exhale, step your right foot forward. Lower your left knee down. Press the top of that foot down. Inhale, arms come up, low lunge. Exhale, press strongly through that front foot and the top of your back. Inhale, lift your gaze. Maybe draw your fingertips back. Exhale, hands down, tuck your toes. Step forward. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms all the way up. Exhale, hands down to heart center. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. And this time, hold. Move your hands behind into your shins, or not behind your shins, into your calves. Again, just as much bend as you need to feel this fold occurring at your hip and not in your low back. Then relaxing your neck, gazing behind you through your knees. Start to fold and use your hands to come down a little bit deeper. Press a little bit more into your heels. Inhale. Exhale, use your hands, compress. Then inhale. Press through your heels. Exhale, compress. And then bend your knees, bring your hands down to the mat, and behind you, slowly come down. Grab your block as you make your way onto your back. This is a fun variation of some abdominal poses that I recently did. So I hope you enjoy this as much as I do. You're going to place the block against your left knee. Knees are bent at 90. So it's just above your knee and like the head of the quad. And then you're going to curl up just enough so that you can get your left elbow onto that block. Press your elbow against your knee. Knee will stay hip height. So when my right leg is long, you see that femur head is parallel to the mat. So you might have to curl up a little bit more, keep that pressure. Now, if you're using something creative, this is about 8 inches, I would say. 8 inches. You can actually use like a shoe or a boot. That could work. All right. So you can also use this left hand and hold up your neck slightly if this starts to become uncomfortable in your neck. So I kind of like to do that. All right. Keeping that pressure on the block. Inhale, curl up. Exhale, extend your right leg forward, right arm up overhead. Exhale, come in, curl. Inhale, extend right arm long behind your head, right leg forward. Exhale, curl. Both hands can come to your head. Inhale, extend and lengthen. Exhale, curl. Inhale, lengthen, hold. Exhale, keep the extension. Inhale. Exhale, come in. And then lower down. Bring your feet down. Take the block, move it off to the side. Gently press up into bridge pose. If you'd like to, you can slip that block underneath your hips for a supported bridge, or keep it out to the side, interlacing your hands. Walking shoulders together. Underneath you, lift your heart, press through your feet, lift your hips up. Keep your gaze up at the ceiling. Lift your chin slightly off of your chest and draw your knees a little bit closer to each other so that you feel a little bit of pressure come back into the mounds of your big toes. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Again, feel the space of your heart opening. Feel that outer shell of the seed starting to break away, allowing for a little vulnerable plant to start growing. Release your hands if they're interlaced. Remove the block and slowly lower down. Bring your knees back up over your hips. 90-degree bend, take the block, bring it just above your right knee, and right elbow comes to the underside. You can again use that hand to support your head. Curl up. And then inhale, extend left arm overhead, left foot forward. See if you can spread the left toes. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale in. Keep that engagement on the block so it won't fall. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale in. You know what's coming next, the hold. Extend as you inhale. Hold the length as you exhale. Keep the pressure on the block. Inhale. Exhale, come in, crunch, and then release. Take the block again back down to the side. Feet come down, hip width distance apart. Slowly press yourself up into your bridge pose. You can use, again, the block underneath your low back. If you want a different arm variation, take your pointer finger and thumb, so you make an L and a backwards L, and then flip them so the back of your hand presses into the mat. Hook your heel in that space between your thumb and your pointer finger. Press the back of your hand down. Press to your feet to lift your hips a little bit higher. Keep drawing your knees towards each other. Again, lengthen your chin up. Crown of your head forward, knees forward. Inhale, lift your hips. Exhale, hold. Keep squeezing your knees towards each other. Feel that weight evenly distributed from pinky edge all the way across to your big toe. Take another deep breath in. Release your hands. Exhale, lower down, making sure to move the block if you have it there. Then roll both knees to one side. Come briefly through an embryo pose, and then gently press up. You're gonna move into dolphin pose. So if you got the block and you like it for dolphin, pull that in. Otherwise, forearms come down under your shoulders. Grab opposite biceps. Walk your elbows in a little bit closer, and then plant your hands down. So your forearms are parallel, fingers are spread as wide as they'll go. Drop your gaze so you're gazing back to your knees. Tuck your toes and then lift up, pressing your forearms down and keeping your elbow tips drawing towards each other. Press slightly back so your chest, your heart starts to open in this V shape towards your knees. Walk your toes in any amount. Exhale, drop your heels down. Keep pressing your palms down. Imagine that you could get a little bit longer in your arms. And then walk your feet in so they are hip-width distance apart. Keep your right foot grounded. Inhale, lift your left leg straight up, hips square. Exhale, bring the left foot down. So just the toes tap. Inhale up, exhale down. Keep a gentle bend in that right knee. Inhale, left leg up. Try and keep the left leg straight and strong. Exhale down 2 more times. You got this. Be strong. Keep pressing your forearms down. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale down. Last one. Keep it slow and controlled like you're moving through honey. Inhale up. Exhale, left foot down. All right, if you need to, come down to your knees, take a break. Otherwise, hold your dolphin. Breathe in. Hand out. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. If you're down, come back up. Meet us in dolphin. Move the weight into your left foot, though feet stay hip-width distance apart. Inhale, slowly lift the right leg up. Try and keep that foot flexed. Exhale, come down, tap the right toes. Inhale, lift. Slow and controlled movement. Exhale, down. Try not to let your hip open. Inhale, lift. So toes down will help that correction. Exhale, down. Inhale, right leg lifts. Doesn't matter how high. Exhale, down. Last one, you got this. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, down. Take a breath. Exhale, bring your knees down and wide. Come into child's pose. Oh. Let your forehead melt down. Arms long. Let your chest and your heart completely release down to the floor. Forehead heavy. If you can, maybe walk your fingertips a little bit more forward, but imagine if someone was anchoring your hips so they couldn't move. You can either bring your palms back down or keep your palms lifted. Fingertips remain grounded into the mat for a little extra shoulder stretch. And then release palms down. Slowly roll forward. All fours. Tuck your toes and press back downward facing dog. Now you're gonna want your strap somewhere close. So bring it in between your hands. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, step your left foot forward and right in the middle of your mat, between both hands. Pivot on your right ball of your foot so that the heel comes down parallel with the back. Make sure you have a hold of your strap and then inhale, come up, Virabhadrasana 2. Warrior 2. Left arm forward has the strap, right arm back. So in our Warrior 2, first foundation, heel lines up with the arch. You want to think about externally or lifting the inner left thigh up and rolling it behind you. Then you want to think about strong back leg. Nice 45-degree angle. Ski slope down to the mat. Extend your arms. Strap can be undone. And you're going to bring that left arm up. Bend the elbow so that the string comes right down. Right arm is going to slide down over to your low back. So you're pressing the back of your right hand into your low back and find that strap. So this is called arch your arms. Walk your fingers towards each other as far as they'll go on the strap. Once you're like, that's a good bind, hold. Bend deeper into your left front knee. Keep a gentle bend so you're not locking out in the back. And then think about that left elbow drawing closer into your ear and then up. So you can almost feel, or maybe you can feel, that bicep right alongside your head. Think about the right shoulder, your back shoulder drawing back. And then your hands behind you supporting the opening in your heart. And inhale. Exhale. All right, option to keep arch your arms as we move forward and back. Or if this is a little too much, you can release your arch your arms. We're going to move into extended side angle or Parsva Konasana. So if you're with arch your arms, then your front elbow is going to come at an angle. Right arm back. So lots of core work. If you're releasing the arms, then your elbow will come just above your knee, right arm up overhead. A little bit more support. Inhale, pull yourself back up, either keeping arch your arms or without. And then exhale, reverse warrior. This can feel really good with the strap as you pull down with your right hand and lift your left elbow up. Feel big opening on that left hip flexor. Inhale, slowly come back up. Now everybody let go of that strap. Extend your arms and slowly press the left leg to straight. Pivot both of your toes to the right side of the mat. Inhale, sweep your arms up, star pose. And then exhale, take a wide leg forward fold. Feet are parallel with the outside of your mat. Hang your head down here, take a breath in and out. One more time, deep breath in and out. Hands come down and they're gonna slowly walk to the left side. As they walk to the left, pivot on your left heel. Bring both hands to the inside of your left foot and then lift the back right heel up. Runner's lunge to the front. Staying here, you can either lower your knee down, maybe lower to your forearms. Take a deep breath in and out. One more time, breath in and out. And then plant your hands, walking them back up if you need to. Press and step the left foot back, coming into a down dog. And remember, have the strap nearby. You're gonna grab it and bring it up with your right hand. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step your right foot forward between your hands. Pivot on the back ball of your foot. Warrior two, inhale, come up, strap in the right hand. Set up foundation first, heel aligns with the arch. Extend your arms out in opposite direction. Then right arm comes up, left arm comes down. Press the back of your hand into your low back, find that strap. Bend your right elbow. Drop that strap down, walk your left hand up as close as it'll go, and then find the strap in both hands. Arch your arms. Wrap the right elbow forward, and then pull it up so the bicep comes as close as it can to your right ear. Keep tugging down on the strap with your back left hand. Commit a little bit deeper into that front right knee. Think about, again, the inside of that thigh wrapping up and over. Inhale. Exhale. Now, yogi's choice if you did it on the other side, keeping the arch your arms. Inhale. Exhale, extended side angle. Parsva Konasana. Konasana angle. So same as Baddha Konasana, bound angle. This is extended angle. So imagine from your back foot now to that elbow, one angle. And inhale, come up. Exhale, reverse warrior. Keep a deep bend in that front knee as you pull that elbow or right hand back. Feel a gentle pull and opening on that side body. Then inhale, come back up, warrior two, extend your arms, drop the strap. Lift both arms up, both toes will now face the left side of the mat, star pose. And then exhale, forward fold. Wide leg forward fold. Let your head release down between your legs, maybe swaying a little bit side to side like a pendulum. Inhale, exhale. Hands down and then slowly walk them to the right. Pivot on the heel so that you're in a lunge, left back heel is lifted. Both hands to the inside of the right foot, runner's lunge, inhale. Exhale, stay here. Option to lower the back knee, option to come down on forearms. Breathe in and out. One more time, inhale and exhale. Bring your hands back under your shoulders. This time you're going to take the front foot and then just bring it back behind you, coming to all fours. So we're going to move to the wall. We're going to do an L forearm balance at the wall. So you probably remember the L shape that we've done before, but as a handstand. So a little bit different. We're going to do it in a forearm style. And I'll just close this so you can see a side view as well as a front view. All right. So everybody come to the wall, feet against the wall, in an all fours position. Same thing as in L handstand. You're going to drop down so that your forearms, elbows, are directly under shoulders, forearms in front of you. Now, if you have a hard time figuring out that distance, you can always sit, scoot your butt all the way against the back, and then using the dead skin of your heels, make a little mark on your mats. Give yourself a little petty, and then those elbows are going to come right down onto that mark. When we do this with a handstand, the heels of our hands come there. But now we want elbows down. Just like in dolphin pose, you want biceps grip with both hands, so shoulder width distance apart, and then hands come back out. You can use the block here if you'd like. Gazing back to between our knees, we're going to stand up into a short down dog. And then same thing, we're going to bring our feet hip height. When we have our forearms down on the floor, it's not as high up wall. So a little bit lower. As I press into the wall, my hips stack. Shoulders. Keep your elbow tips drawing towards each other so they don't splay out to the side. And then you can work on lifting one foot, maybe 2 feet. If you want to get a little bit playful, you can always scissor, bringing that foot a little bit farther away, finding some hang time away from the wall, or just stay here, feet grounded. Making sure you give yourself enough strength to come down. And when you come down, taking either knees together in embryo pose, stretching the upper back, or a child's pose, knees apart. A little bit easier for breathing. stretching more of the front rather than the back of the chest. Right. And then making a little bit of time to try it at least twice. Coming back, maybe you still have that mark, dropping elbows down. Playing with, you were supposed to stay on the couch a little bit. Playing with finding maybe some balance or a leg lift this time. Pressing up into a short down dog, forearms down, lifting feet hip height. Pull your chest back, draw your navel in. Lift one leg. And so you can try just kind of pushing off the wall a little bit. Keep that lifted leg super straight. Up. You can try a scissor switch. And if you go too far, you might do a bridge. Is that funny, Rufus? Rufus thought that was pretty cool. All right. When you come down from the second round again, take a couple breaths. And then we'll take legs up the wall to finish out class. So you're gonna want your strap again. You're just gonna take your strap and tie it around the middle of your calves to make it into a bow. Bring your hips as close as you can to the wall. You want to just bring one side and then slowly drop back. Bringing your legs up, pivot. Maybe tying the strap a little bit tighter. And then let your legs release against the wall. Drop your arms out to the side. So the strap is there just to keep your legs gently together. I don't like that ending song. All right, there we go, a little bit better. With arms out to the side, feel the weight of your shoulders drop down. Your hands floating as though in salt water. Feel the weight of your feet, your ankles. Drop down into your knees. And then drop down into your hips. To lie on your back with your arms extended, chest up, is a vulnerable position. During sleep, you're not protecting or curling around your heart. There is a sense of safety and security. Lying here, letting the wall and the floor support you. Feel the energy start to come back into fingers and toes. Let your breath rinse through your body so that there is a sense of renewal. Slowly let your heels draw down the wall, knees coming into your chest. And gently drop to one side. Pausing briefly in fetal pose, noticing how different this is. Your knees pulling into your chest, ribs curled around your heart. And gently press yourself up and remove the strap. And close class by sitting back against the wall. So your sacrum is pressed against the wall, and press your chest back so you feel yourself supported and long. Draw your hands together to heart center. Take a deep breath in and pull your thumbs up to the space between your eyes. Be curious. Follow your bliss. Namaste.